Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to be looking into what's coming in for you in May of 2023. So go ahead and use your intuition and choose one of the seashells down below. You can choose multiple for this one if you are feeling drawn to, but pile one will be this yellow shell. Pile two will be this kind of turquoisey shell. And pile three will be this other yellow shell. And pile four will be this kind of reddish, pinkish shell. Your timestamps will be down below in the description box, and I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile one. If you chose this yellow seashell, I chose a couple tarot cards for you and then shuffled a few oracle cards and tarot cards. Let's put these aside for now and let's just see what you have here. Okay, so first card out, we have Get Grounded, Empaths, Highly Sensitives, and Connect with Nature. And then we have the Curiosity card. 26 could be relevant to you. 8 could be relevant to you. 8s, they're all about speed, action, and movement, and communication. For some of you, I'm seeing that, you know, this group, if you chose this pile, you probably are an empath. I mean, if you're drawn to pick a card readings anyways, you're probably a very, very deeply spiritual, highly empathetic person. But some of you have recently come into kind of a new awareness and a new understanding. Like, I'm hearing for someone here, they've recently had like a journey within meditation, and I'm definitely seeing someone like go to India or somewhere like that, but they're going on a journey, like a soul's journey. And I do think that in May, a lot of you will be around nature and just kind of like learning to ground and protect your energy and learning that more through nature. So there's definitely like, I'm seeing like a lot of trees, a lot of flowers, grass, that kind of thing. But somebody here is curious about, like I said, like some sort of new sort of inward journey of discovery that they have just found. And I think that you feel like you want to go seek that out a bit more. And like I said, I think for some, this will entail an actual physical trip to like a different place or a different country, or I'm seeing like, you know, like national parks, that kind of thing. But maybe this is the first time for some of you of like having sort of connecting with nature in like a spiritual capacity. But there's this new awareness of allowing nature and the earth to ground us, of like, wow, actually, if I really get in tune with nature, I can actually ground myself. Like there is actual magic to it. Like I'm hearing someone say like, oh, that stuff isn't woo-woo. I actually can really, like if I just go sit in the dirt or go put my feet in the dirt, I actually do feel much healthier, much better. And I'm seeing someone here kind of like start to go a more naturopathic route, like in terms of their diet, in terms of, you know, like just wanting to clean up their diet, being really, really subconsciously aware of what they're putting into their body. But curious as to like maybe trying out a vegan diet for a while, or, you know, maybe there's something to that, and maybe you've always kind of just like, oh no, that's just woo woo, or you know, but just trying to like go on this journey of like, well, you know what, I'm open to actually seeing what that might kind of bring me, because it's not just, you're aware that it's not just like physically healing, but it's physically healing like your chakras. Like you actually are feeling the magic, like the energy of nature bringing out your spiritual gifts that have been dormant. That's actually really what I'm hearing for some of you. So yeah, now what I want to do is get your tarot cards. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is all about walking away from something and moving towards better things for you. So fill in the blanks. But yeah, I'm just seeing that I really am feeling like a journey. And like I said, if it's not an actual physical journey to like a far off land or a pretty nature place, I do think that in May, you will be going on some sort of curious spiritual journey in seek of something, in seek of wanting to be more connected to the divine and wanting to kind of let go of old past patterns and habits and maybe even people, but you know, getting rid of toxic things. And then then when I said that, we have the death card that came out. So yeah, there's like a deep transformation here. Some of you could have heavy Scorpio in your chart, but there's a deep desire, a deep journey for transformation. And if you are someone that's already started and you've already been on a long journey of transformation, that's just going to go even more and deeper in May. That's just going to graduate and elevate even more in May, is what I'm seeing for this group. 10 of Wands. So yeah, you know, a lot of you have had a long journey of just having to carry around a lot of garbage, you know, BS, a lot of stress on your shoulders, a lot of other people's junk on your shoulders. And I think you are looking for ways, you know, if you're an empath, you probably sometimes don't understand why you wake up some days and feel so heavy, so tired. But I keep hearing the words light body, light body, light body. You know how every once in a while you wake up, you're like, I just feel so light. I feel so energetically vibrant. I think this group is in search of more days like that. And I know you know what I mean, you know, and it may not have much to do anything at all with like the foods you're eating. Maybe a lot of you already are eating very like, you know, plant-based, nutrient dense, you know, kind of like raw, you know, healthy foods. But some days you just don't understand why you feel so heavy and tired energetically. And I think that's because this group, you guys are empaths and you guys are picking up on the garbage of the people around you. And when we don't know how to ground ourselves properly, that can make you feel like you're no matter, you know, how much you weigh, that can make you feel like you're carrying around 500,000 pounds, you know, like you just feel like this heaviness, like this exhaustion, like you're, you know, trekking through mud, so to speak. And so I think a lot of you are going on this journey, whether it's through diet, exercise, meditation, you know, learning how to really ground yourself and not take on that heavy energy of the BS, the garbage around you. But I see for in May that you are learning how to tap into that etheric, energetic light body more and more and more. Because I think a lot of you now are really understanding like, oh, it has so much more to do than just, like I said, than just what we put into our bodies. And it's about everything. And like I said, if you are indeed an empath, which I'm getting most of you are, if you're watching this, you really do pick up on, you know, the heaviness of everything around you. And then we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, this is a journey, you guys. This is a really journey. This is, there's a lot of passion coming in for you in May. And I think this will lead you to just like a sense of vitality and a young, you know, you like, I think in May you're going, there might be struggle in trying to figure it out a little bit here and there, but you are going to figure out, and I can hear you go by the end of May like, wow, I feel so much more vibrant, so much more young, depending, you know, it doesn't matter what your age is, but I hear this pile going, okay, yeah, like this is an energetic journey. This is an energetic spiritual journey. And I feel, I'm hearing the word vitality and way more energetic. and just really, really learning how to ground yourself, how to release this heaviness. Someone here has a lot of shoulder problems, like they have a good pillow, you have a good bed, whatever, and you wake up some days and you're like, I don't know why I have so much pain in my shoulders or lower back or whatever it is. But it's because I think without knowing it, someone here is picking up, you're such a highly attuned empath. You are so almost like a sponge for other people's energies, and you just don't quite know how to ground that yet and kind of guard your energy yet. And I think that is manifesting in these aches and pains that attach themselves to your body, in your actual physical body. And you might even think like, what's wrong with me? Am I deficient in something? Am I, but I think you just haven't, like I said, you just haven't learned how to, ground yourself, block yourself from the more unsavory energies, and really, really learn to tap into that etheric light body. But I keep getting for this group like DNA activation. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna leave that here because actually, you know what I want to do? Hold on real quick. To grab my little bag, I want to grab a couple words for you. Pile 1 here. Curiosity. Look at that, you guys. Look at that, how it always works out. We have curiosity and curiosity. Can't make this stuff up. Yeah, somebody here is very, very curious as to like the magic of the body. Like there's so much more to our bodies than just this 3D dense. There's a magic to my body. Like I hear someone really realizing that now. And gratitude. So you guys are going to figure this out in May. You guys are going to become closer to understanding the energy field. And like I said, DNA activation and stuff. And you're just going to be super grateful for this journey you're on. I'm going to leave that here. I'm super excited. If you chose pile 1, let me know down below. I'm putting out videos at least a few times a week now. So if something here resonated with you, I would love it if you liked and subscribed. I love doing this. I love reading for you guys, and I will see you really, really soon. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you chose this kind of cool turquoise shell, we are going to get the energies for you and see. I have pre-selected, pre-shuffled, I should say, a couple of oracle cards, and then we're going to get your tarot cards in just a minute. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And momentum. Okay, so 24 could be relevant to you. 6 could be relevant to you. So the 6s can sometimes mean like community and a new normal in like the material world. And with boundaries here, and where do you need to establish better boundaries? And then there's like all these hands kind of reaching out to you. You're someone who probably, if you chose this pile, is like, I can hear you saying, why I'm just like minding my own business. I'm kind of maybe this shy, introverted person, but why do I always find myself meeting people out and about that just like dump all their garbage onto me? Like I can see this group of people being like kind of like a transmuter of other people's things, but these other people don't even realize it. They might not even realize that they're kind of like they energetically and subconsciously feel your energy, that you're like this light being and very, very healing, but they don't even realize they're just like draining it out of you. They're kind of being energetic vampires. So if you are prone to being a person that is very like, like you've said in the past, like, why are all the weirdos always so attracted to me? Why do I always, you might have people just coming up to you randomly and just like telling you their deepest, darkest secrets. And maybe even some people say, you know, will stop themselves sometimes and be like, why am I telling you this? I've never told anyone this, you know. But in May, you will be learning how to better kind of, I think, put up healthier boundaries so that you don't get the absolute life sucked out of you by these kind of like more vampire type, you know, creatures. And I don't think most people are doing it on purpose. I think a lot of people are just spiritually asleep and unaware that they're even doing that. But I see you being this almost like this kind of like, I do see you being like pyrite stone. This is pyrite here. And I do see you being like this really shiny object energetically that people don't even realize they're just like like very attracted to, and they want to kind of take the gold from you, you know, the spiritual gold from you, because they see you as this spiritually attractive being that can help them. But in May, I see you, viewer, gaining momentum in kind of creating a community around you with more, trying to find more of like-minded people like yourself, you know, where you don't feel so like, okay, yes, I helped because that lady just said, oh, you know, you just made me feel so much better. I got it off my chest, but you're not left feeling depleted. Like, okay, well, that's great. I'm happy I could provide that, but now kind of where does that leave me? You know, maybe in May you are learning how to still do that for people, but, you know, make it a business or a side hobby or like a, you know, something like that. You know, you're building momentum in the 3D in creating a community of doing, like, perfecting this, like doing it so you also get something out of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what tarot cards. Temperance. Well, that would make sense with everything I'm saying. Temperance is all about balance. It's a major arcana. It's a spiritual, very highly spiritual card. And I do see you as this kind of earth angel that has come here on your mission to kind of like transmute. Like, I think you're a transmuter. I think maybe you don't even know this. I'm hearing a lot of people watching this pile. You don't even know you have that ability yet, but I think a lot of you do know that. But people see you, like I said, probably not consciously, most of them, but subconsciously, as this transmuter of dark energy, as this sort of this angel that knows how to, like, you know, kind of like clean the energetic field. And so, yeah, like I said, I think this group is learning how to balance that even more, like go further with it. Like there's this awareness that you have this ability here, but now I think in May you're going to be finally realizing and learning how to go further with it. Like I said, like I'm really seeing for a lot of you, or hearing for a lot of you, you'll be starting like your own sort of business or something like that, you know. The Tower, yes, like you're a person, another major arcana that, you know, I think a reason why you are such a good transmuter of energy is because you've probably been a person, obviously with the Temperance and the Tower, and I don't look at the cards beforehand. I had no idea that these were in here, but obviously with the Temperance and Tower, both major arcanas, both highly spiritual cards, you're a person that has dealt with so much just like earth-shattering, you know, tower crumbles in your lifetime, that of course you become this transmuter of energy. Of course you're this highly developed spiritual person that I think people are very attracted to, because they know that you can handle such depth, such spiritual, emotional depth. And so there's a safety about you for people. Strength, another major arcana. Yeah, so that you you are very, very unique and special, pile 2, because you are this person, and I can't believe we have all major arcanas here, that has attained this level of strength that like nothing now can get you, because everything has gotten you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is a group that has been through so much in your life that you're now this person of like, I know how to tame the beast. There's this deep inner knowing, like no matter what happens, even if you fall off your horse for a day or a season or whatever, you are someone that always gets back up. That nothing, no matter how hard it brings you down, and it does bring you down to the 0 point, like you are still here, you are still standing. And you just have this ability, like you have this calm, wise strength about you. And then we have the 6 of Swords, and that's all about like really hard transitions in life that you have to make. Like it's making a better, you know, it's having to make transitions, like, and you've done it with peace, you've done it with dignity, you've done it with respect, even if you think it hasn't looked like it at the time. You're coming out like, you're coming out as a rose here. You're coming out like as someone who always gets back up. And so I think you do have the ability to really help people more than you know. It's just that I think in May you will be learning how to better put up boundaries to protect your energy, to continue on in the journey of learning how to still help, but protect your energy. So that's pretty cool. Where's my, now what I want to do is just get, I did this for pile 1, just a couple words that, discovery. So you're on a journey of discovery. Like I said, you're on a journey of just kind of like figuring out how far you can go with this gift while still, you know, maintaining good boundaries for yourself and passion. But yeah, you guys, this will lead to your passion. This will lead to your life purpose, this journey that you've been on. This will lead to something that you were very good at. I'm hearing with pyrite too, pyrite is a money stone, that this will actually end up making you a lot of money and helping a lot of people. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of money here too. I'm seeing a lot of like gold. Anyways, I'm going to leave that there. It was a lovely message. I really hope something in here resonated for you. I'm putting out a few videos a week, and I love doing this. I love reading for you guys, so I would love it, absolutely love it, if you liked and subscribed to this channel. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose this seashell, we're going to get into your energies. I have chosen a couple oracle cards and then shuffled a few tarot cards. So I'm not sure what will come out, but we will see. We will get your tarot cards in a minute. You've got longing for home, belonging, the original light workers, and discipline with the stone azurite. Pile 3. Okay, so 30 could be relevant to you. The number 3 could be relevant. The 3s are all about like creating and connecting with others. And it's interesting because you got on this card a longing for home, a belonging, light workers. So you could resonate with that term, light workers. If you chose this pile, probably are a light worker. But there is a deep, it's almost, I'm feeling recently you might have been very sad if you chose this pile, because you might have a lot of people around you or whatever, but you're not really feeling truly connected to them. Like and they could be great people, but there's this longing of, like, I'm hearing somebody say, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't really quite know where that is. I just want to find my people that really understand me. You could be someone that's up late at night a lot, like the nighttime really makes you sad. I can see someone looking up at the stars and just kind of like feeling that more like-minded people like you are out there, but you're not quite sure where, or like where you're supposed to go in life right now. And you might feel like you have to be more disciplined in order to be successful in terms of like this life. Like I can see this group looking around and trying to compare themselves to the others around them and thinking, well, maybe if I was just more disciplined in, you know, getting up every day and doing my emails, working out, whatever, like fill in the blanks, you know, that you're a person that thinks maybe like, well, maybe if I was just more disciplined, I would feel more connected and like I fit in this world, or fit into my community. But there's like, I'm feeling a sadness from this group, like a sadness of just like kind of, maybe you feel like the misfit in society and you're just like, I still just haven't quite found my way. And maybe if I can see this group, like you might have tried different things in the past, like different, you know, like, well, maybe if I just do this or just go join this group of people or whatever this, I might feel more like I fit in. But there's this want and desire for, I think, more discipline in order to feel like you fit in more. I don't know. I don't know what I'm picking up on. I don't know if that's making sense to anyone, but that is for someone. I'm just kind of saying what I'm channeling right now. So hopefully that's resonating with someone out there. But now I want to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. I do not know what these are. I have not looked at them, but let's just see. Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think that, so you could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have it heavily in your chart. But this is a person, like the Queen of Cups is very psychically connected. They're very, very emotional. They're deep. They're loving. They are, I see the Queen of Cups as being a light worker. They have this ability to go deep with their emotions more than any other queen. Like they're very psychically connected. You know, they kind of have like that sixth sense. They're very just emotionally advanced. So that does actually fit. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is all about taking action, decisive action, and that kind of goes along with this discipline here. I am hearing literally for a lot of you saying like, well, maybe if I just was more like action oriented, you might feel like you fit in more. And for some of you, you've had to be kind of your own advocate. Like you've had to just, no one's helped you or done it for you or something like that, I'm hearing. Like, so you've had to just get up and do it yourself. Like you've had to just jump and take action on some things. But yeah, like I hear someone saying like, I've had to just decide to just do it for myself or be it for myself. Like be this, you know, be my own soulmate, be my own guarder and protector, be my own friend, be my own, you know, caregiver, that kind of thing. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is sad. It's all about feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you don't fit in. Feeling in some capacity a poverty, like a lack mentality, a lack of belonging, really. Like it's the person out in the cold that's looking in on that warm window of a party going on, of everybody, of a community, and they're the ones like outside standing in the snow looking in, like going, well, how do I get in? How do I become a part of that, you know? So there is this sadness, like I said, with this group of feeling like you haven't quite found your way yet, feeling like you haven't quite found where you're supposed to fit in. And I think in May, this is really, for some of you, you know now of the things you need to do, like you just need to be a little more disciplined in some things. And for everyone watching this, it's going to be different. but that will lead you to feeling more of a sense of community. Like doing those things every day and consistently will help you to get to where you want to get, whether it's, you know, with work or what have you. But then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and I really love that. Like I love how this pile is going, because yes, I'm going to be honest with you, there is a sadness here. Okay, like there's this sadness, like there's this deep sadness of this beautiful, watery, feminine, emotional energy, and you don't have to be a female to resonate with that. But I'm just talking about this deep emotional energy that you have that has felt very, very, very alone. But in May, you are finding through like discipline and maybe just taking a leap of faith and taking action and deciding to just try something new or take different actions and do it for you, that there's this sense of like, you know, we're progressing, we're coming out of the cold here, we're coming in from out of the cold, and I really see you being abundant and flourishing. And there still is this sense of strong independence with the Nine of Pentacles, but it's not sad. It's no longer sad. It's more of this confidence of like, okay, maybe I was meant to go through this life, a lot of parts of it alone. But there's this feeling in this group of it's a warrior. You come out a warrior, and you come out stronger because you have had to go it alone, you know? And a lot of you, I'm hearing, are going to you're coming from poverty financially to this Nine of Pentacles, which is the total opposite, which is like, you look at your crops, like you are flourishing. Yeah, you're still alone, but and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm saying like, it's this sense of like going alone and being sad to like doing it on your own and conquering this like on your own because you're so unique, and coming out a badass, like coming out like, yeah, I, you know, I'm independently wealthy now because of this I've had to go through, you know, it's that kind of feeling. So it's actually really cool. And I think May is having you head in that direction. So now what I want to do for you guys is just, I did this with the first couple groups. I'm just going to grab a couple words. Simplicity and intuition. And the Queen of Cups is really, they're great with their intuition. So I'm hearing for this group, don't complicate things. Like if you, I think this group is like, you are the knowers. You know how when you know, you just know, and you can't explain how you know, but you just do. Don't try to sit there and like complicate that. When you get a little nudge, that is your intuition. You don't have to complicate it. It's pretty simple. Like you are emotionally advanced. You are the Queen of Cups. Your intuition is spot on. And so, and also for someone here who's looking to start their own business or something like that, keep it simple. You don't have to figure out all the little details and the kinks and all that. Yes, be disciplined in it, keep going, but also just move, take action. It doesn't have to be perfect. Keep it simple, because your intuition is spot on, and this will be fruitful. Okay, that was for somebody, you know who you are. That was for you. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there because I really like I like how it's going for you in May, group 3, and I would love it if you subscribed and liked this channel. I'm putting out a few videos a week. I love doing this, and I would love to connect with you. And I will see you really, really soon. Bye. Hi, group 4. If you chose this kind of pinkish, reddish seashell, we're going to look into the energies for May, what's coming in for you in May. I do not know what these cards are yet, but I have pulled some tarot cards for you also, so we'll get those in just a little bit. Let's see. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And we have it says intention, heart chakra, and the number 4. So the number 4 could be relevant to you. The 4s are all about like stability and security. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, if you chose this group, you might feel in this kind of energy of not feeling stable, like feeling very vulnerable and open to the elements. Maybe some of you are thinking about moving, or you're not quite feeling safe where you currently are, like you haven't quite found your place physically. But this can also be, you know, just emotionally and spiritually as well. But I'm hearing for this pile, yeah, there's this sense of really wanting to feel like you belong, like you're safe, you have a solid foundation. And there's this feeling of being vulnerable, being very, very, almost just like, I don't know. I'm feeling like if you chose this group, like you don't quite feel just safe just yet, like safe enough just yet. Like you feel like you're just open to the elements. You're just open to like the wolves, so to speak, the wolves of life, so to speak, to maybe just come and devour you. Okay, and that could be literally, figuratively, but you know what I mean? Like there's this feeling of like you're just like this open, vulnerable person right now, and you're not quite sure, like, oh, how is this going to play out? How is this going to kind of end? But it's so also too, you see how she's very open, and she has her chest like up to the sky, and then we have the heart chakra here. So maybe you are someone who has just recently gone through a lot, or if you are watching this, you are currently going through a lot, and it has instigated like a very intense heart chakra opening. And you are now aware of like, oh, you know, you may have gone through a time of like feeling really down on yourself and kind of that victim mentality of like, why does all this horrible stuff always happen to me? But now you are realizing like, well, okay. And I think in May, you'll be realizing it even more, like, okay, it wasn't happening to me. There's a higher purpose here. It was happening for me, because you're starting to piece together in May and see how all of this kind of being open and fed to the wolves, so to speak, in life has actually, but you're still going, has actually led you to this like strong heart chakra opening. Like, I think what I'm trying to say, pile 4, is I think you are right in the middle of your journey. Like you're starting to realize like, oh, like the story is unfolding of like, oh, I'm not quite sure where this is headed, but keep reading, because you're starting to get little synchronicities, little inklings, little signs that like, oh, all of this is leading up to something here. All of this that was happening to me was actually happening for me, because I think you are on the precipice here of something quite amazing. There's a foundation being built here with the 4. There's a foundation. And with the heart chakra opening, there's this, like I can see this person, you, the viewer, now not having clear intentions of where your life is supposed to go, but now in this next chapter, and I think this is like all kind of coming out in May here in spring, like now knowing your intention, you know, like knowing your intention and being very clear, or clearer, I should say. But now let's get your tarot cards. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so the 7 of Wands is like, it's a very defensive card. It's like having to defend yourself. It's very much like you've always had to kind of fight for the underdog, and that's yourself, I think, in this situation. But this feeling of like you've always had to kind of survive. So maybe you haven't been fully free to explore your actual gifts, your actual God-given, however you want to say it, universe-given, whatever, true gifts, because I think a lot of you have been busy just surviving, maybe just like defending yourselves, fighting just to survive. I'm hearing fighting just to survive. But what you didn't know is that has actually been really strengthening you all along to do something really big in the next chapter, because your heart chakra is currently opening. I'm hearing for someone too, if you've had like heartburn recently or something, that might just be like a symptom of this heart chakra opening. 7 of Cups. Yeah, like a lot of you have been confused. Like, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go in life. I don't really know which direction to take. I have all these cups in front of me. I have all these options, all these choices, and I just don't know how to, like, where to go. I don't know, like now I just, with the word intention here, I see your intention being very clear. I see your pathway being very clear in May. I see that this confusion is, the cycle of confusion is ending. Yeah. The 3 of Cups. I think in May, Group 4, you are finding your community. You are finding friends, maybe family, maybe just you're meeting new people to really help you define, like help you kind of like realize the road you're supposed to take. But there's this feeling of community. There's this feeling, I want to say with this card, like help. Help is on the way. I keep hearing help is on the way. For someone, that's for someone. Help is on the way. Help is on the way, and to just hang on. But yeah, it's like kind of a mysterious pile 4, but I like it. I like where this is going. Like, I kind of want to know what happens. Like, it's that feeling. And then we have the 5 of Swords. You had more tarot cards like want to come out in this, so I'm really interested, because these two, I didn't want to pull more. I wanted to end it here, but these two absolutely weren't having it. They wanted to come out, so I'm interested in seeing what those two are in a minute. But with the 5 of Swords, it's not my favorite card. I've always said that, but there's this feeling of the 5 of Swords of like trying to figure out how to win, but it's kind of a nasty feeling. It's like, I have to win at all costs. And so, you know, maybe a lot of you have been pretty angry at the universe for like, you know, I just don't understand why I've had to be so vulnerable and kind of this open target for garbage, you know, and fill in the blanks, whatever that garbage is for you. But this is all coming together now. I feel like in May, this is all, I can see you trying, you know, in the past you had to like try to figure it out. Like, why do I always get defeated? And why do I always have to be this underdog in life? Why am I always feeling like, just things, you know, never seem to work out for me or whatever. Maybe you think that things seem to work out for other people around you. But in May, there's this feeling of like, you are figuring it out, and the confusion is going to end, or it's starting to end in May. And you are finding your community. You are finding the proper help. You are having this heart chakra opening. You will have clearer intentions now of where you're supposed to go and the next move you're supposed to make. And it's really beautiful and cool. So I can't wait to see these 2 cards. Okay, Justice. So how freaking cool is that? Justice literally means that. You are finding the fairness, the just. Oh my gosh, I love that, you guys. Like, what have I been saying this whole reading? There's a feeling of like, I can hear someone saying like, it hasn't been fair. Life has not been fair to me. Life has not been fair. But now you have the Justice card. And the Queen of Swords. I love it. The Queen of Swords is someone who has conquered like their thoughts. Now they are very, very clear with speaking their mind. They speak eloquently, they speak directly, they speak with purpose, and people listen to them because they're a queen. People listen to them because they are very, very intelligent. They are very wise. They are very, when they walk in the room, there's a respect because people know, okay, this person has done the work. They've been through something. And I'm going to listen to this person. I'm going to respect this person. We have the sword here. We have the sword here. We have justice. That I literally could not like this reading for you more. I'm giddy with excitement. I really am. So a lot of you are realizing like, I want to be an advocate. I want to be an advocate for women. I want to be that voice to help that underdog, because I was that underdog. I was that hurt person, that hurt, weak, defenseless person. And I think a lot of you in this group, I'm getting anger. I'm getting red, fiery, hot anger, but it's good. Like I'm like rooting for this pile. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I probably should stop saying it. But there's always one group, secretly, don't tell the other groups, that I'm always like, yes, I love this group. Like my hair is literally standing up on my arms, where I'm just like, yes, I love this group. This is my favorite group. Don't tell the other piles, because I shouldn't have a favorite, and there's been something beautiful in each pile. But I literally, if you chose pile 4, I am rooting for you. Actually, if you chose pile 4, comment down below. Because this is the pile, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of energy to this pile. There's a lot of like, you guys are coming into your badassery in the month of May. And it's just the start. It's just the start. I love that these 2 cards weren't going to let me not choose them. And you got 2 extra cards there, because you are becoming the Queen of Swords. You are, I think this group is, you guys are going to turn into an advocate. I see this group using their voice in very big ways, okay? Whether it's like you're going to be big on the internet, or you're starting, I just see this group, you guys are the warriors. You are the warriors, you are the leaders, and you are going to turn all of that pain that you've had to go through in your life into something amazing, where you teach people, you help people, you inspire people, and you are an advocate for the underdogs, because no one was a darn advocate for you. And I'm like, really, I love that. I love it so much. If you liked this reading, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, and I love doing this. It's my passion. And I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye.